Nobody knew. I'd never had to use them before.
No.
Dude, I've trained submission since I started. I was wrestling first, then I started training jiu-jitsu with Dave Manet. Straight up. And just nobody ever really, I never had to really use them. So, I mean, when you go against a world-class jiu-jitsu fighter, it's going to have to
going
come
against
out.
world-class wrestlers, jiu-jitsu, and they're all bringing the best out of you. So, are we recording? All right, fuck it. So then,
Oh, Roger, man.
So Roger, talk to me now. This is your fifth fight in UFC. I mean, is it getting funner every time you get in?
You know, it's more, yeah, man. You know, today I woke up and, you know, I had breakfast and I was back in my room and just things. Yeah, it's a lot more fun. It's more calm. And then I was walking, you know, by and I kind of looked at myself. I'm like, and I was thinking, I'm like, man. You know, I just turned 24. I'm like, I'm becoming a man now. I'm like, I'm a man. Like, you know, I'm not gonna let this guy come here in my home and try to beat me.
Right.
And so that's kind of where I was like, that mentality just set. Like, dude, this is my job. This is my work. You know, like I've trained hours and hours and hours and hours and days. I mean, for this and the nutrition part of it, like the discipline and like, I'm like, I was so pumped and that's how I'm gonna be from now on and just. So pumped, you know, and I was just ready. I was so ready for this fight.
So physically and mentally, you were prepared. Not like your last fight where they only gave you like 2-3 weeks of notice.
Right.
This time you came 100%.
Yep, I was 100% this time, and I mean, obviously you could see it. I felt great. I felt real bouncy. I was even joking in my corner with my guys. Dave's like,
smiling.
Yeah, I was smiling. You know, Dave's like, Roger, when you do this, you know, you got to punch him, and I'm like. All right, yeah, I'm like, yeah, you know, but I was so comfortable, you know, I felt real comfortable because, I mean, we train we train hard. I mean, really, really hard. We go at it every day really hard, you know, and we put in the time and saying that all that time that we put in, it's like that fight, I went back into the locker room and I'm like, man, it was like
a walk
nothing.
In the park.
Yeah, so you train hard to win easy, and that's kind of a mentality that we have.
Any injuries or scratches on this fight?
Nothing. No, nothing major, nothing at all, man. I just like thank God, man. You know, I'm protected, and I just, you know, I've been blessed, and gracias a Dios. I just thank him for everything that he's done for me, for the sport, for everyone. It's just like, you know, putting people on the right track, and just I'm just more thankful than anything, and just been blessed, and I'm grateful.
So now you're considered one of the top 10 lightweights in the world. It seems like the UFC lightweight might be, you know, up for grabs. How far do you think, or how much time do you think you need for you to get to that goal, the main goal, and which is the UFC lightweight champion?
You know, whenever that depends on them and when they want to do that, and saying that is just like, excuse me, whenever the UFC wants, whenever, you know, Dana White and Joe Silva and my manager, of course, Monty Cox, decide, hey, you know, it's time for him to get that contention. I just want to keep winning, and whoever they put in front of me, that's what I'm going to keep fighting. I'm just going to keep fighting, and I'm nothing personal, but I'm going to just keep winning. This is my job again, and this is my home, and I want that UFC title more than anything, more than anyone. And I just want to, you know, set the pace at that, and I'm just again grateful, and so yeah, whenever they decide, that's when it'll happen.
I want to go back to your fight. You're looking at the monitors during the fight. What was that? I've never seen that before.
Well, you know,
it worked. It seemed like, right?
Yeah, you know, he had my back, and it was a move a tactic that I kind of used back in the past when a few guys had, you know, triangled me, like had a body triangled, and you know, I couldn't see him. So there, all of a sudden, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, there's a screen, there's his face. Okay, so this is kind of what happened. He had my back, and I started looking for the screens. And sure enough, I saw the screens, and I saw elbowing him. I could see it perfectly, and sure enough, you know, he let go, and I was able to escape from it, so it worked out.
And so it seems like you're finishing fights now on top of the guys. The guys are all exhausted. You're just pounding them. Is that your trait now, the Roger El Matador?
You know, I want to win. I want to win dominantly. You know, they do call me Matador, and I just want to win dominantly. I want to win convincingly, and saying that is just because, man, I want to show everyone that I do belong here, and that I should be one of the contenders for this title. And not only that, man, you know, every day when I train, I'm always thinking world champion, baby, world champion, and that's. I mean, it doesn't get any sweeter than that. And once I get that title, man, I'm serious. I'll retire with it. I will retire with it. So it's just it's one of those steps, and I've been blessed, and I thank God for keeping me injury free.
Well, Roger, again, congratulations. All your Latino fans and all your UFC fans are you're just. We can't wait for you to get to that stage, and we'll follow you through your career.
Thank you,
So,
Roger.
once again, congratulations.
You too, Roger.
All right, Roger.
Thank you. La gente sigan apoyando a la MMA, las artes marciales. Muchas gracias. Ojalá que le gustaron la pelea esta noche con Alberto Crane y sigan apoyando. Gracias a todos.
Gracias, Roger.
Thank you.